Hey, it's John McNicholas. Thanks for checking out this video. Today we're doing Mama Tried by Merle Haggard. If you like the video, please like and subscribe down below. Leave me a comment. Maybe there's another song or artist you'd like to see me cover. And check out the Patreon. For as little as $5 a month, you're going to get a PDF and a Guitar Pro file of this lesson and hundreds more. Grab a guitar, grab a banjo if you have it, and let's play. In a serendipitous twist of fate, one of my students gave me this 6-string banjo last week. I had this lesson written up a little while ago, so pretty crazy. I have a 6-string banjo, it's tuned like a guitar, so you can play this on banjo if you have a 6-string banjo, or just regular guitar. So the fingering will be the same for the regular guitar. So we're going to have a little picking here. I'm using my thumb, first and second finger. So we're going to have open, 4th string, 7 on the 3rd, 10 on the 2nd. It's going to do that 2 times. Then it's going to drop down to the 8th fret on the 2nd string. So we've got open 7 10, then open 7 8, then open 7 7, and it comes back on that last time. So 10, 8, 7, and then back. Just like that. Next up, we got the acoustic guitar coming in. I'm going to go ahead and do it on electric just to keep things simple. And so you've got that picking part, and then it's going to come in. So a little bar chord here, D on the 5th string, 5th fret. And if you want to, you can do like you can kind of hear a little slide in there. Or you can just do right here with a D on the 2nd fret. So it's going to have 2 measures of... So I'm doing down, 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 up, down, up, down, 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 up, down, up, down. That's going to be the rhythm for 99% of the song. So we've got 2 measures of D leading into the first verse. And now we get into the first verse. The first verse is going to start with a measure of D, G, D, and G. So it's just going to bounce back and forth between those two. So again, D, G, D, G, and then it's going to go to 2 measures of D and 2 measures of A7. So the first half of the verse is going to be D, G, D, G, then D, and then A7. Second half of the verse is going to start off with D, G, D, G again. Then it's going to go D, A7 to D again for 2 measures. So that's the second half. Let's run that all together. I'll call out the chords. 1, 2, 3, D, G, D, G, D, A7, D, G, D, G, D, A7, D. From there, it's going to go right into a second verse. Second verse is going to be exactly the same as the first. D, G, D, G, D, A7, and then I'll call it out as I go. So D, G, D, G, D, A7, D, G, D, G, D, A7, So that is the first and second verse back to back. Next we've got the first chorus. The first chorus is going to have a D, a G, and a D. Then it's going to go to a B minor, and then an A7 again. And then D, G, D. It's going to hang on that for 2 measures. And then G, and then D. So I'll call it out as I go. So first chorus is going to start with 2 measures of D, measure of G, measure of D. So D, G, then D, B minor, A7, D, G, D, G, D. Next we get into the guitar solo. I'm just going to do the backing part right here, and then I'll do the lead part after this part. So it's going to have a D 2 measures and G 2 measures. Now D, A7, then D. So let's go over that again. D, G, D, A7, D. And I'll call it out. 1, 2, 3, 4. D, G, D, A7, D. So a quick little solo part, and we'll go over that in a minute. Next, we've got the third verse. Third verse is going to go from D to G to D to G to D to G to A7, just like the first verse. And in fact, it's the same as the second verse too. Then the second half will go D, G, D, G, D, A7, D. So third verse, I'll call it out. D, G, D, G, D, G, A7, D, G, D, G, D, A7, D. Finally, we get into the second chorus. Second chorus is going to be just like the first chorus. So D to G to D, B minor, and then A7, and then D, G, D, G. And then we're going to have that banjo part come in right at the end. So the second chorus, I'll call it out. D, 1, 2, 3, 4. D, G to D, B minor, A7, D, G, D, G. And now we're going to have that banjo part come in again, etc. And then it's just going to end with a D chord. So it's just like that for the rhythm guitar. For the lead part, there's basically two different sections. There's that first section. So that's going to be second string, 17th fret, and you're going to bend it up to the 19th. And then you're going to come back to the 13th fret on the second string. Another way you can play it, first string, 13th fret. But I like the way it sounds better on the second string. Sounds more natural. So that's the first half. Now we're going to go an octave lower, 5th, bending up to the 7th, and then going back to the first string. So that's going to be pre-bending. So that's a good thing to challenge yourself on. You want to get that note, and then bring it down. So that's going to be the beginning little part. And then it's going to go. So the little bar chord again, first finger on the 5th string, 5th fret, third finger on 2, 3, 4, 7th fret, and I'm doing a little sliding into it. Next, let's take a look at the solo. It's going to start off the same way. And then it's going to go to the 3rd string, and it's going to slide from 3 to 4. So we're sliding from 3 to 4. First finger's going up to the 2nd string, 3rd fret. Bouncing back to the 4th string, 4th fret. And then 3, 5, 3 on the 2nd string. Next up, we've got a cool little run. It's gonna go from 4 to 5, hammer on the 5th string. So, and then we're gonna have this cool little run on the 4th string. So let's talk about that. So 4 to 5 on the 5th string, then open 4th, 3rd, open 5th, and then we're going to have 3 open 4th strings. And then we're going to go 6, 5, 3, 0, 3, 5, 0. Again. And then we're going to end with that bend on the 2nd string, 5th fret, back to the 1st fret. Let's do the whole section now for the solo. Open, and then. All right, we've got one more little bit. It's going to be the same as the beginning. And this will be right at the end where the banjo comes back in. So we have that cool little bend again. And then two little bar chords there on the 7th fret. 5th fret, 7th fret. D. And that's the whole tune. Well, thanks for watching. If you liked the video, please like and subscribe down below. Leave me a comment, maybe if there's another song or artist you'd like to see me cover. And then check out the Patreon. For as little as $5 a month, you're going to get a PDF and a guitar profile of this lesson and hundreds more. See you next video.